So today's episode is actually gonna be a quick episode, but it is gonna be a fun one for me. I have been waiting 3 months to get this box in the mail, so I'm pretty happy about it. And for those of you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Michael Bertini. Make sure if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, click that subscribe button right now. This way you can stay up to date with all of my new and future content, and you can get in on all of my weekly cash giveaways. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and see what's in here. All right, well, it does say not to use razor blades, so I can't, unfortunately, give you guys a very satisfying razor blade opening. Whoa. Oh look, installation instructions on how to install a seat onto your motorcycle. Nobody needs that, don't be ridiculous. Now, I just quickly want to show you guys here what the part number is on this exact seat that I got. Now, I did get the Predator 3, so Drag Specialties Predator 3 2-up seat, which means that there's a bigger backside for a passenger is exactly what this is. It's not that small, thin one. Everything else is the exact same on this seat as it is on the other version, the non-2-up version. The only difference is this back thing. The back seat is much wider for women like my wife who got some butt on them, right? Or any passenger, right? Man or woman who's riding on the back of your bike and they got some butt or want something comfortable, this is where you need to be looking. Now, the part number on this specific one is 080113005. Again, this is the Predator 3. It's the 2-up seat. It is made in the USA and it is stitched in silver. So it's not like a full custom seat, but it does have the silver stitching, which these days they are, the way that Drag Specialty is working is they're doing these based on the date you order them. If you're seeing this video, I'm probably sure that you already know it is very difficult to buy this seat. You do have to get in a waiting list to get this seat. And so that's why it's taken me 3 months to actually get the seat because Drag Specialties is not just building seats anymore and keeping them on shelves. They are, I guess you can say to some extent, custom making these seats. The cool thing about this seat is it actually has a thinner profile than my other seat, which is gonna be good in terms of how the seating is gonna be for my legs, like where my legs actually land. So this is one thing that's a big deal to me. And then also this back part right here to keep me on the bike. Obviously the bike has a lot of power, and so this back piece is gonna be a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I look like on the bike on the current seat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the bike and so you guys can see the difference of what I look like with this new seat. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera, but the way that this seat is structured, it pushes my legs more out, like in a V pattern. And also too, there isn't much support back here to keep me from going off the back when I really get on the bike. And so that's exactly why I wanted to order this new seat, is because it provides me that extra level of support. Also, when I wheelie the bike, it keeps me locked in. And then also too, like I said, here I wanted a more thinner profile for my legs, just so it's a little bit easier. I feel more attached and, you know, one with the bike, if you will. So that's the main thing. But this is basically how I fit on the bike, where I sit. When I ride in a more upright position around here. So I'm not typically, you know, if you will, in this laid back position, like I know a lot of people ride baggers. I'm more of an upright position. And so I'm hoping that installing this new Predator 3 seat from Drag Specialties, it's gonna help with that. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this old seat off and get the new Drag Specialties Predator 3 2-up seat on the bike. One thing I thought it might be helpful to show you guys is what this looks like from the top down of the seat. So this is basically where my legs are riding right now on both of these sides, but it's a really, really wide seat. And then obviously the rear seat, so you guys can see from like a more top down view. Here, I'll give you guys another angle here so you guys can see. But yeah, basically, it's this right here that is the bother, if you will, for me. It's a little bit too wide for me anyways in the rear of the bike, but it's mainly up front that's what I'm going for. And then also this back part, right? So let's go ahead and get it off the bike. Okay, so one thing I want to do really quickly, since the seat I took off is really heavy and has a lot of stuff, I want to see if there's any weight savings with going to this new Drag Specialties Predator seat. Once again, it's not that big of a deal. If there is, great. If there isn't, great too. Okay, so it looks like the seat weighs 5 pounds, 3 ounces. So yeah, 5 pounds, 3 ounces. It looks like it's fluctuating a little bit, but it's roughly 5 pounds, 3 ounces on the Drag Specialties seat. Now, let's go ahead and weigh up the one that was on the bike and all of the stuff that goes with it. So the first part, which is the biggest part, this weighs 4 pounds, 5 ounces. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. Let's see the smaller piece here, which is the rear. Oh, turned off on me. This is the rear piece of it. Let's see if we can get it on there. 4 pounds, 5 ounces, and that's another 2 pounds, 9 ounces. So what is that? That's like 6 pounds, almost 7 pounds right there. Yeah, and then I guess with all the nuts, bolts, and leather strap, you add another 5 ounces. So yeah, let's just call it about 7 pounds. So yeah, there was a little bit of weight savings there. Oh man, does that look good. Let me just show you guys here so you guys can see the difference. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm so happy with the way that profile came out. Look at that back support too. Oh, this looks really good. Let me show you guys from top view so you guys can see the difference. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference here, but the sides, they're nice and thin here. And the seating, it's much thinner, which is great. That profile looks really good. And look, it perfectly fits up with this back fender in the rear. It matches the spacing. So for those of you guys who want to know how wide this actually is, I mean, obviously you can look up the measurements, but it's literally the width of your rear fender, including this overlap part. Not this part, but the overlap part. It's equal to that on both sides of the fender. Man, that looks so good. And I'm really happy with the way that this thing turned out. It's I definitely think that it was worth the wait. The 3 months I had to wait for this seat, I think it was worth it. Let me show you guys what I look like on the bike. Oh, that feels so good. That makes like the biggest difference. It's crazy. It's like hard to even explain. This feels so much more comfortable. Now I have like back support and it feels like more planted. I feel more one with the bike, if you will, because of the seat. Man, and it looks good. I couldn't be happier. This is definitely a good buy. Highly recommend it if you guys are on the fence. I'm purchasing it. And man, the fit and finish is like flawless. It perfectly matches up with this seam here of this the Hoffman Designs carbon fiber dash. It's like perfectly aligned here. It just, and it looks good. The quality of the seat looks good. Well, it's made in the USA, you know, what can you expect? It makes the bike look so much more aggressive now too, thanks to the seating. Wow, that looks so good with that back profile like that. I'm really happy with it. One more thing I want to show you guys here is I actually bought the matching Sissy bar pad for this seat. And so let me just show you guys here. So I have a friend who's custom making me some brackets, which will be going up for sale in his Etsy store soon. He's a metal worker, but this will be fitting onto the back of my Sissy bar. So this pad. The issue is nobody makes brackets that are wide enough to fit the back of this thing, because all of these type of Sissy bars come with this kind of like triangular, you know, bracket, if you will, and none of them make the width of this to mount it. It's just too small for that opening. And so he's custom fabricating me some brackets, and then we'll get them off the powder coating, and we'll get this installed. Also, this one is so much more comfier. It's nice and fluffy on here, and it's gonna go perfect with the seat. And then this way I don't have to use this hard one. This is not comfy at all. It's super solid. It's hard as a rock, whereas this one's really nice and comfy, really good padding. And so once the brackets are done being made, and over to powder coating, and then I'll get this replaced on here. And so that'll look more like that, which is awesome. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Once again, I am gonna put links in the description box below with where you can purchase this seat from. I went with the silver lining. They have black lining, like the thread. They have red thread. I mean, you can do a bunch of different options with this, but I'll put a link to where I purchased it from. And the person who I purchased it from, you're gonna have to give him a call, and he'll go ahead and take care of you. Just let him know that Michael Bertini sent you from YouTube. But like I said earlier, overall, it was definitely worth the wait in order for me to get this seat. I'm super happy with it. I can't wait to get it out on the road. I'll give you guys a product update after I get a few hundred miles on it and let you guys know what I actually think in terms of the function of the seat, and how it feels out there on the road. Thanks again for watching. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribed to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, that is the only way that you can get in on my weekly cash giveaways and stay up to date with all of my new content that I put out. Bertini fam, make sure you guys are putting good energy out there into the world and paying it forward. I'll check you guys out later. Bye now.